Hey traders, Raghi here, and in this recap video we got that euro move that we have been wanting, so here it is. And ultimately what we're looking for now is follow through into next week. Now we've cleared 119, which means we've taken out the high. There's going to be stops that will be run on the other side of 19 and 1910. So I'm not surprised to see that we ran up to 1920, 1940. What that 1940 high is telling us right now, this wick right there, is two things. One, this was timed about, what, 15 minutes? I think he actually started a little later. This is about 5 to 15 minutes after Mario Draghi made his comments at Jackson Hole, the Kansas City Fed shindig that happens once a year. And you can see the market rallied all the way to almost 1941, which tells me in the 10 pips in front of 1950, the sell orders are waiting. So this means that EC and FXE are also going to be running into respective resistance. So we key off the Euro US, the Forex, in order to get the follow through that we want. And I'm stoked about this. By the way, and I want to mention this in the recap video, TradeStation, and I'm not pitching TradeStation, just hear me out. TradeStation is what I run for my charts, period. I use Oanda for my Forex. I use Tastyworks for my options. But I use TradeStation for my futures trading. And it's always been one of those points of contention where, okay, Rog, we get that your Darvis and your Grab and your Wave all run on TradeStation. I actually give those away for free. So if you're listening to this recap video and you're not a member, I give these away for free. Now, you have to learn how to use them, but they're not complicated. If you're listening to these recap videos, you can glean a lot from these, and that's great because that's exactly why they exist. But TradeStation has actually now got a deal where we can offer through Simpler Trading, and I'm sure they're doing it in other places. All I know is what they're offering to our clients. 20% off their $150 per side, I believe it is. Check with them. I'll have more information on this next week. But $150 a side for futures, 20% off that for Simpler Futures and Simpler Trading members. And you get the platform with no fees, and you don't have to pay for NYMEX, COMEX, CME, or CBOT. That's pretty unbelievable. And then my indicators are in the App Store gratis. They're free. So all these indicators that I'm using, this is kind of what I call, how do you take 30 years of experience and pretty much instantly turn it into actionable levels on a chart? These are the tools. It's not the Darvis alone, it's not the Wave alone, it's not the Grab alone, it's all of these in conjunction with each other. So I'm very excited about that because, when I'm teaching you guys how to set these trades up and you can't see the levels that I'm seeing because you still might be learning how to draw the lines, the levels, understanding market trends because you don't have the Grab and the Wave, it can be frustrating, but this way I know you're seeing what I'm seeing and you can take advantage of the opportunities. So I'm taking a quick segue to mention that because it's kind of important, right? What else? Well, okay, so what am I going to do with Euro? I am absolutely taking it into the weekend. I mean, this is the move we've been waiting for. We've been talking about this catalyst for a while. The next big catalyst is going to be likely non-farm payroll next week. But by the way, EC futures, AD futures, CD futures, these all got a decent shot in the arm based upon the euro strength, weakening the US dollar. We're pushing down to near-term lows on our US dollar, Canadian dollar short. This is awesome. We got a good push lower on the retail sales number, which was solid. And then now take a look. Our 27.30 short is down at 24.85. Love it. This is exactly the follow through we want. I'm going to rebuild the spreadsheet over the weekend, but we've got targets at 26.25. The next target down is 24.55. Well, we were really patient. We were waiting and waiting and waiting. We haven't gotten 24.55 yet. By the way, that would be nearly 300 pips on this trade. And the same goes for the CDU. We're going to be patient. I'm taking these into next week. I think the euro follow through is going to be solid into next week. So yes, I'm keeping Euro open. You know, what a great catapult for those of you that built positions between 118 and 117. We hit 119. Look, at very least, you're taking about 90 pips off the table. And some of you are looking at 200 plus pips at this point from just our most recent entry. You know, by the way, you know, those of you that are still in from 1135 with me, 800 pips, gang. Those of you that are in from 108.55 with me, well, this is just, you know, I think a gift that's going to keep on giving. So next week, I'll talk about how we can utilize the non-farm payroll catalyst to get in again. I'll see you in the next update.